Welcome everybody to our AGM. I think I've been to 3 NMUG AGMs, and I'm gobsmacked at the number of members who kindly show up for this meeting. It's such an important meeting. Certainly here in the UK, I think AGMs have a really, I think many groups AGMs are very tiresome, very boring events that rattle on for too many hours. And the NMUG AGM, as we've just found out during the last 15 minutes, is always such good fun. So welcome. You all know who I am, but Mike Wozniak. I'm based in the UK, in Suffolk, and I'm a photographer, and I will be hosting today's meeting. And as I said earlier, it's very nice to see you all. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Eckhart is with us today. I won't introduce him right at this second because I know he'll be at the steering wheel for this meeting. So I'll leave Eckhart to say hello in just a moment. Sheeta, was there anything that you'd like to add before we move forward about questions and stuff?
Yes, I just wanted to say welcome and thank you everyone for joining us today. I do ask that you please do not unmute your mics and that you put your questions in the chat. And I also ask that we have your real name in the participants list. If you do not have your real name, I will remove you. So there is someone who is listed without their real name, Amicus Humanus Generis. I need to know who you are. Please rename yourself. And all yours, Mike.
Thank you. Little reminder about the website. We'll be talking a lot, of course, about the website today, but as you know, absolutely every element of Naples MUG's activities are now basically retrievable and reachable on the website. That includes classes, past classes, our meetings, of course, and all of our past meetings. Just a couple of announcements before we jump in. I'm really looking forward to this. So our next meeting is a photographer's meeting, and it's a photographer called Eileen Splon. I haven't met her, but she specializes in impressionistic photography, and I absolutely love this work, and I can't wait to see her in action. I understand that Eileen is going to talk about the processes that she uses to achieve the results, so it should be an absolutely fascinating meeting, and that's same time next Wednesday. Our next class is this Saturday, when Sheeta will be in the driving seat talking about Apple Watch OS and health new features. Sheeta, was there anything that you'd like to add?
Yes, I want to say that if you have an Apple Watch, an iPhone, you should be in this class. I'm going to go over a lot of information, features that I feel that you must know, and fun features that help make life a little easier for you, and then also help alert you to your health. And I know you've seen and heard, well, all of the usual ones, but I go over some ones that you might not know about. So please join me in this class. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I would like to take on the role of elephant in the room. So today's topic is, of course, our annual general meeting. Well, we've said this many times, it's been quite a year, especially with the launch of the new website. So without further ado, please let me pass this meeting into the very capable hands of Eckhart. And I will stop my share. Thanks, Eckhart. All yours.
There you are.
And here I am. I'm sorry,
All right.
but it finally did work. And here is the agenda. And now I will start with the opening remarks.
Okay.
Naples MUG enjoyed a great year in 2023. No other MUG or AUG, which stands for Apple User Group, in the United States or North America is even close to where we are, in my sincere opinion. Our weekly meetings had excellent attendance. The selection of topics, its diversity, was very well received. The quality of the presentations was outstanding. The interaction between audience and presenters was absolutely great. The 12 classes in 2023 were very well attended. And the comments I just made regarding topics, diversity, quality of presentations, and interaction apply as well to the class program. Naples MUG is financially very strong. Our treasurer will make a more detailed report later. The major improvement in 2023 was our new website. The decision to move away from the old website was time-consuming. Eventually, all board members, including those with more conservative views, agreed. It is a fascinating new tool for our members. It allows administrative services that we didn't have before that are almost fully automated. And our newest addition is the artificial intelligent assistant. Our structure to plan and conduct meetings and classes is in very good shape, in excellent shape. Also, the maintenance and the further improving of our website couldn't be in better hands. In spite of all of that, we did have a reduction in our membership due to normal attrition, I believe. We lost about 10% from roughly 650 to 590 members. We did not have a membership drive last year, as the new website needed to be put in place. But we will have it soon again, and that will probably get our membership in the upward trend again. Our board consists of volunteers. We have a strong engagement, a strong commitment. We do hope that we have represented the interests of our members well. We would like to get your feedback later today. With that, these are my opening remarks, and I would like to ask Ed Evans to talk about the director selection results. Thank you.
Okay, I am here. And my job today, as you said, is to provide you with the results of our director's election. All current members were provided with a ballot and given an opportunity to vote during a period from January 25 to January 30th. The ballot offered two names, Mike Kwasniak and Victoria Herring, to fill two director positions. The possibility for a write-in vote was also offered. And we are pleased to report that 182 of you did vote, and both candidates were, of course, elected, and there were no write-ins on any ballots. So I would like to thank all 182 members who voted, and offer my congratulations to Mike and Victoria. I'd like to thank you both for your past and future contributions to the Naples MacFriends user group. That is my report on our election.
Well, I think, thank you very much, Ed. And Mary, you are next on the agenda. Mary Connemura, our secretary.
Yes, thank you, Eckert. I will be introducing our board. First of all, everyone knows Eckert, who just spoke. He's our president, our current president. Victoria Herring took over for Don Peacock, as Don Peacock had been our longtime treasurer and decided to retire this year. So Victoria Herring volunteered to take over during the last part of this past year for Don. She has just been elected as a director, so she's now on the board permanently and officially, not just as someone taking over for our retired treasurer. I'm the secretary. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more directors. One is Deb Wazink, whom you all know as our website designer and maintainer. Sheeta Hunter, our class and meeting organizer and moderator. Mike Kwasniak, the meeting host and discussion group overseer. And Ed Evans, who just spoke with the results of the election, who is a tech guru and our distinguished senior presence. Don Peacock is maintaining his directorship as he has one more year to serve. Everyone on the board is elected for 3 years, so Don has one more year to go.
And a big debt. Okay, yes.
Those are the members of our board, and I think each of them is going to speak for a short time to describe what their duties are. Eckert, are you going to be the first to speak to describe the presidency?
No, this is not on the agenda. What we will just keep it short, maybe and I'm unprepared to really talk about it because if you do want me to talk about it, the presidency of this organization is the easiest job because we have such a tremendous board and such a tremendous service organization that all I have to do is be friendly and nice, and everybody functions extremely well. So as far as I'm concerned, I couldn't have selected a better job in my life. This is the best I ever had. So if you want to have a more, obviously I can talk much more about it, and maybe I will say a few words at the end of this agenda when we talk about this year, 2024. But I would like to stick with the agenda. And before I introduce Victoria, our new treasurer, to give us a financial report, I did want to say one more thing about Don Peacock, who has for so many years done an outstanding job for our organization, totally committed and dedicated. And he has been one of the true people who have made and are responsible for what we are today. So Don, I think our entire membership is very grateful that you've been around, that you still stay around with your advice. And we are very grateful to your wonderful service as a member and as a director and as a treasurer. Thank you very much, Don. And now I'd like to ask Victoria to give her financial report, and I will spotlight her for that.
Thank you, Eckert. Well, first of all, I should thank Don because he kept things in such a good order. Becoming treasurer has not been all that hard, and he's always been available to answer all my questions. So he's been a wealth of information. We maintain our checking and other accounts at Wells Fargo out of Naples, but because I'm here in Des Moines, Iowa, I work with the local office here in Des Moines. Haven't had any problems doing that, of course. At present, we have approximately $5,400 in our checking account, $15,000 in savings, and 3 CDs. We turn those CDs over as they're supposed to be at their maturity date, and one of them is at 12,000, one is at 13,000, one's at 13,000, and the maturity dates tend to be associated with a higher interest rate. For example, what was very odd to me, one of the maturity dates was an 11-month maturity date at 5%, and then if you went to 12 months, it became 1%. That was an odd thing. I don't understand it, but that's the way it is. We are going to keep using our checking and savings accounts to pay the essential bills and things that the obligations we have. And if we need to dip into the CDs, we will. That's not an issue, I think. We are a typical nonprofit organized in Florida so that we have the requirements of both nonprofits in Florida and also the United States. And we file everything as we should. And we are in total compliance with the law that I can see. I think I really don't have any other, I think maybe I would be better at answering questions, because if people have questions, that will help me focus. Unless you think, Eckert, I should go again.
Yes, I did think, because the membership had asked questions about the budget. And and I have prepared a spreadsheet, which I believe we should show. It shows really our expected expenses in 2023